Hey, the Foley Teacher again, and we're talking about game audio, game Foley, and why is this topic of interactables, physics objects, or dynamic objects so important in video games, and why can we not use library content for this? So we have so many bespoke objects in a game, and the system for each game is different, that we cannot provide these kind of sounds of a library. And even if we have a physics library, which is very good to have, we sometimes still have to go in and record new stuff because one, the originality of the content. When you work in AAA, you want original content. And if you want to be a great and outstanding sound designer, you want original content. And on the other hand, yeah, some things just don't exist, and a system is maybe defined in a way that you don't have all the assets you need. Assets are sounds that will be implemented in the game. And the audio system that you design then gives a special need for certain sounds. So I'm the Foley teacher telling you how to record those sounds in a quick way, so that you don't have to edit too much, and especially so that you don't have to tweak the sound afterwards at all. So let's tackle this leaf, and it's a special object I will not define. And as we want to talk about the sound, it's not about what it looks like, it's about how it sounds. So I will prep this leaf together with those greens and a bit of additional foam to my liking, to the object I have in mind. And we'll record a set of sounds so that we have impacts of soft, medium, and hard, and then again a loop of slow, medium, and fast. And I know many of you want to have a tutorial about this accelerometer, which I will do definitely. But for now, we stick to dynamic objects. So I have 3 microphones. A 416, a sunken for high frequency resolution, and I also record in 192. And then I have a low-end microphone, my SM7, which has a special treatment on it. So if I want then for the heavy impacts, I go closer to this microphone, so that I have a difference to the other sounds. So first of all, I have to define my prop, and this is also the first lesson in Foley in general. You have to get a feeling for your prop and how you want to interact with it, so that you can get the sound that you intend. So in my case, I want to wrap some stuff into that leaf. First of all, I want to hear and listen to the leaf. That alone sounds already how I want it. Let's see if I fill it up with something. Yeah. Just get a bit more air in it. No, I think it was better before. And it's also important to find the sound you want, but then also find the best way to handle the prop, so that you can adhere to the sound and manage the sound. Because if you cannot handle the prop correctly, so for example, if I have the leaves on the next to the floor, so that every time the leaf moves in a different way and I lose the thing inside, I cannot be consistent with the performance. So I have to maybe then do it the opposite. Or find a way to hold it so that it always sticks together. Maybe I can add this on the outside. now. So you hear the difference, right? If I'm in my usual area, I have like a normal sound, and if I go closer to my low-end microphone, so I have really a difference. So that's one of my big secrets there. And here we go, soft. Always also looking on my instruments, if my levels are right, my gain staging is right, and my compressors are working correctly. In this case, it's a very low noise sound, so I don't have compression going on, even though they are plugged in. Soft. That's the best sound. Medium. Yeah, and it's very important to get into the groove and then find one sound that you like and then stay with that sound and make variations so that each impact sounds a bit different, so that you have a nice variation. Hard. So the amount of force against the floor is also important, because I don't want that high transient to make the sound tiny again. Okay. Now I have a plane. So to have the ideal Foley room, of course, you have a solid concrete floor, you have a nice acoustic, and you have a insulation so that you don't hear anything from outside. That's the perfect room. In my case, the insulation is not really there, so I have to work around these things, and that's quite normal in Foley. And if you want to do this at home, of course you have those issues, and I'm teaching you how to work with those issues and get the best possible sound. Hard. So there was this one variation that had also the full spectrum, like a nice low end, but also a crisp mid and high end. And yeah, again, the transient is too hard. So maybe I can reduce the transients a little bit with my transient designer. And you see with the leaf, the quality gets lost on the way. So you have to hurry up maybe. This sounds like a punch and I don't want to be like a punch, so okay, reduce the volume of my low end microphone. And also for the hard impacts, it's legit to make a second layer in order to get a more convincing sound. So it's a nice squeeze, juicy kind of addition. Again, not too transient heavy. Okay, so now we go to the loops, slow, medium and fast. Slow. It's too fast. Focus on what you want to do. So I'm going for slow. Okay, slow 2. And slow 3. That sounds very similar to each other, so maybe we can just stick with 2 loops here because it doesn't make sense to make 3. Medium. Medium 2. I try to get some texture in with my hand, but it still has to be loopable, and yeah, it's a bit of a challenge here. Okay, and for the fast loop, I activate the accelerometer and try to get something out of that. Attaching it to the foam doesn't stick. Maybe I have to hold it and surround it by the leaves. So that's a bit messy and not the way I usually do it, but just to get something out of it, something else that makes a difference to medium and slow. Okay, and loop fast 2. Oh, it's too much. I have to think of something else. Maybe add something like that. Okay, then make a last fast loop. Okay, I think that's all I can get out of the leaf. Maybe some squeezing. So then I have 2 or 3 things to layer for the fast movement. And let's get back to the desk. Here we go. That's it. Hands are dirty. So if you want to really do Foley, be aware that it's a job with your hands and your feet. Peace out. Stay tuned and follow, subscribe, and share this with a friend who might need to know this. Thank you. Your Foley teacher. Peace.